Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV here. Listen, it's Friday, y'all. I hope you're doing well. I hope your family is doing well. Listen, there are a lot of things that are happening. I did get some information that came out this morning to suggest that AT&T has determined what caused the outage on yesterday. Okay, I did a video about that. If you haven't watched it, make sure you check it out. I actually did a live video about that, so please check the live tab on the channel. It had something to do with their expansion of their network. Okay, there was some type of incorrect process allegedly, but that's what they want the people to believe. Okay, so my question to you is that really what caused the AT&T outage, or is it something else? Listen to this, y'all. Okay, now remember how I've said, for those of you all who've been following me here on the channel, remember how I have said whenever there's like one main headline story that they want us all to pay attention to, and yesterday, let's keep it real, y'all, the number one news story was the AT&T customer outage, right? The question I always ask when there's a big news story is, what else is going on that's happening around that same time that they either don't want us to know about at all, or that they're just trying to kind of, like keep on the low, not really talk about, okay? There were two other stories that you may not even know about that happened yesterday while we all were talking about the AT&T outage. Okay, let me talk about the first one. Did you know, the first story I want to mention, did you know that we landed on the moon? Okay, now from my understanding, this hasn't happened since many years, and what was significant about it was I believe it was a commercial piece of I don't know if I want to call it aircraft, but whatever the device used was, I believe it was something, let me say it like this, I believe it was a privately owned company that may have worked along with like officials under NASA, okay, excuse me, that launched this device and it landed on the moon. Okay, so that happened yesterday. Now my question is, if that happened yesterday, this device landed on the moon, right? Did that have something to do with the AT&T outage? Okay, hello, has anybody thought about that? I know they say that this specific device, okay, whatever it is, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't really researched that. That wasn't a story that I really just focus on. Again, I still ask the question, okay, why are people going to space? Okay, we know that there are organizations like NASA that's what they do, but other privately owned, individuals, and some people would say the wealthy, why do they really want to go to space? What is it about space that is attracting them to have the desire to want to go there? Okay, so you got that going on, right? And they said, the thing had some problems in space. So my question is, did it run into a satellite or bump into a satellite or tear something up in space? And that's what caused the AT&T outage, but they don't want to tell us that. What's really going on, y'all, is very ironic that the same day that this thing lands on the moon, okay, I haven't heard nobody come from this same perspective that I'm giving, okay? The same day that this device happens to land on the moon, right? Okay, the AT&T outage. So I'm asking questions about that. Are these two events related? Okay, did the landing of the moon did the landing on the moon of this specific device cause the outage? Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing I want to mention, okay, and I'm not saying that it has any connection at all, but here again, this is something that happened that I do see it being talked about. But again, while we were all talking about AT&T outage, and then some people, those customers, quite naturally, they couldn't connect to maybe even know what was going on unless they had a radio. President Biden. Okay, President Biden has allegedly or made an announcement that there will be sanctions against Russia regarding the loss of life of, I cannot remember the man's name. Okay, maybe you all can put it in the chat, or you know who I'm talking about. It was also reported that President Biden met with this deceased man's family, okay, who I believe may have been in California somewhere. I don't know all the circumstances. There are a lot of questions surrounding his loss of life, and it has been said that he was very outspoken when it came to speaking about the leader of Russia. So you all can do your research on that, or share on that in the chat. But what I'm saying is, or in the comment section, but what I'm saying is that was something else that happened. So my question is, what's really going on? How did that just get slid in there with everything else, right? And what's really going on? Okay, all right, y'all, I gotta go, but please let me know your thoughts on this. So again, y'all, whenever there's a big headline story, the question, what I have learned to do is look for what else has happened around that same time, and why are they putting one story at the forefront and not the other stories that may be just as important, or things that we need to know. Okay, a lot is going on, y'all. In upcoming videos, just kind of tell you some things that I have been that I've come across, that I'm doing research on. There's still some concerns about our food supply. Okay, I have asked, is our food supply under attack? Backyard gardening, okay, is in the news. It seems like they're trying to stop that, as well as some other things. Okay, but I'll talk about it in a future video. Listen, I want to say thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Stay tuned for more news and commentary you can use right here on Andrea Speaks TV.